Thank you very much.
We didn't see much of Mike Mansfield in recent years, and for much of his life, the dust on his shoes came from other places. But the state remained in his heart, if not beneath his feet. Mike Mansfield was born in New York City on March 16, 1903. He only came to Montana because his mother died and his father sent the kids to Great Falls to live with an aunt and uncle. At age 14, Mike lied his way into the Navy and spent 6 years traveling the world as a sailor, soldier, and Marine. He returned to Montana at age 20 to work in the copper mines of Butte. There he met and married schoolteacher Maureen Hayes. He finished school, earned a master's degree, and a university teaching job in Missoula. By 1940, he'd set his sights on Congress, and in 1942, he won on his second try. 10 years later, after 5 House terms, Mansfield won a seat in the Senate and began a friendship with another freshman senator named John F. Kennedy. By 1961, Kennedy was in the White House, and Mansfield was Senate Majority Leader and a Kennedy confidant. But Kennedy's death changed everything. New President Johnson ignored Mansfield, especially on the subject of Vietnam. Mansfield got along better with Richard Nixon, but still saw the war as a national tragedy and a personal failure. He also oversaw the Senate Watergate investigation that would topple Nixon and bring another close friend, Gerald Ford, to the White House. In 1976, Mansfield chose to retire from the Senate, ending a 34-year congressional career and a record 16 years as Majority Leader. New President Jimmy Carter appointed him ambassador to Japan. Mansfield stayed there for 12 years, another record. In 1989, Mansfield left Tokyo and returned to Washington as an advisor to the investment banking firm of Goldman Sachs. And his Montana visits became rare events. There was the 1989 statehood centennial and a 1991 speech in Missoula. He gave few interviews in his last years and shunned television cameras, but he retained an interest in the state and welcomed Montana visitors to his Washington office. He was the gentleman from Montana who spent so much of his life away from home. I'm Ian Marquand reporting for Montana's news station.